So today we are in one of our home parks here in Fort Lauderdale in Broward County, out in West Broward. This is Treetops Park. It's a beautiful park. I've been taking the boys here since they were little, itty bitty boys. I'm talking when they were 2 and 3 years old. There's some amazing playgrounds here. We've taken them back on these trails all the time. And so we're going to take the dogs for a walk through the trails. One of my favorite parks in Broward County. It's huge. You can see why it's called Treetops Park. A ton of trees here. Yeah, Poppy? Which way you want to go? That way? Trees are old. They're big. I mean, there's Gabriel beside that one there. Yes, son? Gabo, which way you want to go? That way? Okay, let's go. Vamos. They have the lookout tower there. You can kind of climb up and see that. It's going to be kind of a difficult film today because I've got my dogs with me, or I got two of my 4 dogs with me, Lola and Ketis. Anyway, if you're in Broward County and you want to come check out a really awesome park, come check out Treetops Park off Nob Hill and 595. Come due west on 595 out of Fort Lauderdale, and when you're about 7 or 8 miles out, you'll hit Nob Hill. And you want to go south on Nob Hill, and you're going to look about a mile. It'll be a mile down that road on your left. Anyway, the boys are going to get tired of me walking so far back because they wanted to ride their bikes today, and I said let's go to Treetops Park and go for a bike ride. While we're at it, we'll walk the dogs, or at least 2 of them. All right, locos, which way you want to go? Right or left? Let's go to the right. This is the end of the paved trail, and then there's these dirt trails that you can take. Whichever, that's fine, go that way. Go left. And these trails go way back. You can walk pretty far back in the back. Takes you out on the ridge, which is Pine Ridge. It's one of the highest elevations in Broward County. This entire area at one time was home to the, I believe it's the Tequestian Indians, Native Americans that were inhabited this area way before any white people got here. And this out in this area was all swamp. The Everglades was all out this way. And yep, you'll see that all over the place out here. Natural orange trees are dotted. See them? These are orange trees. They're dotted throughout this entire park. And if you come out here the right time, the right time of year, you can get some amazing oranges, like extra delicious right off the tree. But what's cool is that you know, this was the most raised area in that Everglades, right? So this is where all the land was. So this is where this, and out through Weston and whatnot, was where a lot of natives inhabited the area and made their homes there. Hunted and fished, and I'm sure it was a, you know, an amazing life, even though it was probably really hot. Mosquitoes and snakes and so on and so forth, stuff that, you know, we scoff at today, that we have AC to get away from the heat, we have hurricane windows and doors to stay safe. I mean, these people were living it, man. L-I-V-I-N. Hold on, we got people coming. All right, we're going to keep it moving. As you guys can see, this is a pretty wide open trail. You know what I mean? It's not too closed in, so it's an easy walk, an easy path to take. And you don't see a lot of people down here. I mean, we just went through a rainstorm, so a lot of people that were in here have bailed out. Weekends can get a little packed, but for the most part, this is what you're going to see. What's up? Where's he at? Okay. Anyway, that's the other side that we would have came from right there. And that takes you out over this overlook, which is an awesome little spot. Now, Adi, let's go this way, Papi. All right, tell him to come back. Gabito. Gabriel, ven. Here he comes. I'm fast. Look at this one coming by fast. So we're gonna walk through this overlook. Lolly, come. Ketis, come. I'm gonna have to bring them in tight because we've got people coming, and people can be afraid of pit bulls. These two are absolutely joyous little dogs. Come, Lolly, come. Ketis, come. Sorry for moving the camera all over the place. But yeah, this comes out over this nice little swampy area. A lot of gators in here. Even for a park, it's got a lot of gators in it. Maybe we can see some, hopefully. Do what, Bubble? This is a nice big loop that comes around out to the entrance of the park, which is over there. A lot of people come out here, walk around. Come. Come. Anyway, it's I don't know, man, not a lot of wildlife out here today, but usually you can see egrets and wading birds. I've seen several gators out here before. You can walk that side. It goes all the way out to that end over there. And this one just kind of takes us back around to the loop. Water plants. Let's go walk out to the end of the trail, guys. Up to the ridge. Did he? That's not good. Anyway, that's throughout the little overlook right there. I'm gonna keep it moving, and we're back to where we were in the loop. This is the tower loop that we just finished up. Next stop, we're gonna head to the ridge. Now we're on the Treetops Park Nature Trail, which this trail is, it's been a while since I've been on this trail, to be honest with you. But it is a nice little walk, and it opens up once we get down here a little bit. So it comes out the back side of the park, and this will take us up onto the ridge that I was talking about, Pine Ridge. And you'll see it. I mean, it's an elevated area. So I mean, if you can imagine, even I think it was, you know, a couple hundred years ago, this would have been all, maybe not this particular spot, but here in this area would have been all like Everglades, swampy area out this way anyway. Maybe not here, like I said, we're kind of elevated here. That's why you see a lot of these old timber here, and you don't see this normally in other parts of Florida. Anyway, there they are. You'll see a lot of the foliage will kind of be not overgrown as some of the other trails are. Come. But it's out there. It's out in the trail, in the walkway, as they say. These Dogs are getting tired. I've got water with me, so I'm gonna take a break here shortly and give them some water. They've already had some. They're getting ready for some more, I reckon. Yeah, you can see we just, like I said, we had a rain come through here. It's still kind of, you know, drizzling a little bit, but with this canopy you really can't feel much of anything. And if you guys are noticing, I'm walking my dog on the Dog Gummit custom leash. This is the leash that, you know, I'm actually part of. We make this leash out of Latigo leather, all 316 stainless steel fasteners and die rings, connecting rings. And this is our 9-foot model. This leash can be made into a dual leash like you're seeing now. But primarily we use it as a single leash, and that leash can be made into you have it as a 9-foot, a 7-foot, a 5-foot, and then a 3-foot lead. You know, we have dual spinners on the ends, like swivel hooks on the ends, so that you can use it to lash your dog to, you know, if you're at the park or whatnot, you don't want to have to hold on to the dog. You can, you know, lash that end, that tag end, around to itself, kind of like they did in the old days with horses on post. Anyway, it's a great product. Hit me up in the comments if you want one, and we'll see if we can help you out with that. It's getting sticky now though. Typical Florida weather. Comes a rain, and then it stops raining, and then it gets humid. Sticky, icky. So that's more of the nature trails. Back out that way. Gabito! This takes us back out to the parking lot, and we'll see if we can get back on the trails. So it's kind of elusive if you don't know how to get here. So at the very back of the park is the visitor center, which is right here, and behind that is to the Pine Ridge. That's this paved path that will lead us back to the Pine Ridge, which is again one of the most, I guess, highest elevations in all of Broward County. Probably the most highest elevation in all of Broward County. Off to the left of the nature trails, again, it's just some trails that go all through the woods. And yeah, here we go. I'll show you guys the ridge. It's a beautiful place. So this paved section is going to stop here in a little bit. But again, it's nice and wide, easy access to get back here. Also some horse trails back in here as well, and I will not take the dogs down there out of respect to try not to scare horses and people that are on horseback. So we're going to stay off those, and I would recommend that you stay off of them too if you're not on a horse. Even walking can sometimes frighten a horse. You know, you don't want to see anybody get hurt. So here we go. So this is the Pine Ridge, Pine Island Ridge, and stop here and let you read that really quick. Anyway, here we go. So when I was, I don't know, when the boys were younger, let me say that, when the boys were younger, we used to come back here, and I would pack them in a stroller or even on the little bikes, and we would walk back in here and ride back in here. Now there are properties and homes that are backed up to this trail. So oh, here it is here. Let's just check it out. Yeah, so this is the highest natural elevation in Broward County at just over 29 feet. This is South Florida, people. 29 feet is extremely high. It was complexed, a narrow island bridge located between what is now I-95 and Orange Drive. Orange Drive just to the south of us. And extending west about 3 miles to Long Key Natural Area. It became noteworthy geographic feature during the formation of the Everglades, approximately 5,000 to 7,000 years ago. So I said 200. So I was way off. And because of its elevation, it was an ideal location for human habitation. So the Pine Island Ridge was an important Seminole settlement area. I thought it was the Tesquins. Did I say that right? But anyway, so come check it out, man. This is Treetops Park. There's the whole Pine Island Ridge area. And this is actually Knob Hill, that road that came here, the south entrance there to the park. There's the north and the south. They usually keep the north entrance locked and blocked off, so you have to enter through the south. Typically they charge I think $5 per car, but due to COVID, they've got, I guess COVID, they're not taking anybody's money. There wasn't anybody at the gate when we came in, which is typically the case during the week. There's not very many people there, if any. But on the weekends, you're going to see, you know, somebody tending that gate and taking money. Ketis had a good time. Look, he's all dirty. Ketis, come. Let me get that leash out from underneath him. This is the only problem with the dual leash lead. Ketis, come. Is that especially with two dogs, it's tough to keep them from stepping over it. There he is. Vamos. So pets are permitted here, as you see, but I kind of figured that you guys would realize that since I've had my dogs with me. Yeah, I hate that noise. Good brakes on those bikes. That one's booking, boy. Look at him go. There goes another one booking. They're getting it. He just wants to run, but I can't let him off the leash. Sorry for the camera. Dogs, I've got the leash in that camera hand. Okay. Again, beautiful park. These trees, this timber, have been here for forever, and it's beautiful, man. The canopy is amazing. A lot of people walk this trail. A lot of locals that live in this area walk this trail a lot. You'll see them back here with a lot of times they're walking their dogs. I wish I knew what these trees were, and you know, I'm not a very good tour guide because I don't know what these trees are called. I just know they're beautiful, and I love that, what I guess that Spanish moss that's coming down from them, hanging down. A lot of air plants that find their way into the roots of these old trees and kind of hang out there and live. So if you're still with me, I appreciate that. I hope you're having a good day and enjoying this walk with us. Virtual walk, as they say. That's how we're doing things nowadays, I guess, virtually. Look at that. That's just beautiful. Come.
I think it's a dead end. It's a dead end.
No, it goes straight here, guys, sillies. This is where the pavement ends. The section ends. It runs up there and it dead ends, but this is where the trail continues. and onto the ridge. So you can't really tell it on the video, but we are inclining. I guess you can see Adrian pushing his bike up a hill. Not a big hill, but to say the least, a hill. And onto the top of the ridge we go. This dog. He's still got a lot of puppy in him. He's only about 1.5 years old. Ketis is. Ketis is a pit bull mixed with mastiff, and Loli is a pit bull. She's mixed with, I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. We did do a DNA test on them and we have those results at home, but I cannot recall. Where's your bike? Okay.
My gears are getting messed up because of the sand.
Oh yeah?
And also it's sand.
Not fun riding in the sand, huh?
So now I need to walk. And Gabriel just left again.
That boy. I think the dogs are getting tired. Nope, Lola's like, nope, I'm ready to go.
Where are we even going?
Just up around the ridge.
I can hear my fingers messed up. I can hear my fingers. They're messed up.
Get into a higher gear, Poppy. Easier to pedal. Just a beautiful walk in Florida, man. I mean, if you've ever been to Fort Lauderdale, you know that it's a bustling city just like any other metropolis. And to be able to get away from the craziness, the madness that is, you know, a very transient population, getting out here in nature. This is the closest we can get to nature without going out to the Everglades, I guess. Is awesome. Now, I'm originally from Kentucky, and I grew up in a very small town, 7,500 people. I'm used to being out in nature and out in the country, and you know, there's a city there in my western Kentucky area called Paducah. That was the big town for me. I don't know how many people live there now, but at the time when I was there, I think there was around 35 or 40,000 people. So yeah, that was the big city for us. They had a mall, so that's all we needed. It was about a 45-minute drive from my hometown to get there. And it was always something special when we did get to go. You know, we would always go out and eat and go to the mall. A lot of times we would catch a movie there. Great fun, man. Good times. Anyway, man, I mean, you gotta appreciate all this nature, this beautiful scenery. It's just amazing. I'm gonna pause the video for a second, kick back up here in a minute. Well, there you have it, folks. We didn't make it all the way out to the ridge. The dogs are tired and the boys are tired. Gabriel's running a headache, so we're gonna call it a day. But I mean, you got a good look at it. You probably saw maybe half of it, and saw what it was like. It's a beautiful place, man. Come out here and bring your family, go for a walk. Bring your dogs, go for a walk. Bring your kids and go for a bike ride. Treetops Park, Broward County, Florida. Ciao.